Welcome to Wealth Plan TV. Today we're talking about estate planning and we're joined by Scott Amberley from Legal Essentials. Hi Scott, how are you?
Good, Kerry.
That's good. Scott, can you tell us please what estate planning is?
Estate planning is the process that usually happens when either the process on getting a will done and getting a will then probated, or without a will if you pass. So usually the process on around dying.
Okay.
Estate planning, yeah.
So that was a nice simple statement, but there's lots of terms there we probably need to clarify.
Yes.
Dying, I think we probably understand.
Yes.
Probate, what's probate mean?
Probate is the process that takes an original will, original signed will, to the Supreme Court of whichever state you're in, so Victoria for us, and that original will is then stamped by the court and the process is started.
Okay, so if somebody has a will
Yep.
and they want to execute it,
Yep.
they have to get a stamp saying that they're authorised to do that.
Yes, by the Supreme Court.
And that's called probate.
That's called probate.
And is that easy to do?
Yes and no. It can be very easy if it's a very straightforward estate and there's no dramas with the will and how it's been created and how it's been signed.
Okay. Let's just deal with one other term if we can before we get a little bit more meat. What does intestate mean?
Intestate is dying without a will.
Okay. And if somebody dies without a will, do you need a stamp?
No, you do what's called intestacy.
Okay.
So intestacy is the same application and the same process, except it's instead of the executor is appointed by a will, so somebody within the family or within the friends needs to apply to the court to get what's called the letters of administration.
Okay, so if you die with a will, you need a stamp which is called probate.
Yep.
If you die without a will, you still need a stamp, but it's called letters of administration.
Yep. Sometimes you can get away with not needing probate. If it's a small estate and there is not enough cash or there is no property in there, then sometimes you can ask the banks nicely if they don't have to have probate.
Okay.
And if it's below a certain threshold for set bank, then you can get away with it, not needing probate.
So we might come back here, but what I really wanted to touch is why would somebody actually need a will? So we've already discovered that somebody's estate can be processed without a will through intestacy. And why would somebody actually need a will? I guess wills cost money, so why would somebody pay to have one?
Well, there's the loaded question. Look, it's about whether what's important for you and what's important to you goes to where you want it to, in the way you want it to, in the most tax efficient manner. And there's the rub, because it can pass in a really tax inefficient manner and it can pass to people you didn't ever want it to go to. And a will says who it goes to, when it goes to, where it goes to, and how it goes to. And those are the things that are really, I mean, if you've got stuff that's important to you, then you really need to have your say on where it's going. Okay.
So there's more than wills, isn't there? There's powers of attorney. Can you tell us first what a power of attorney is?
Power of attorney is a document that allows somebody, when they've lost capacity, so they're here, but they're not. They're missing. They've lost the marbles. So